See?
I don't even know what
I
to
miss you
say.
guys.
Yeah.
I feel like a new person. Like I feel grown. I feel mature. Like I got in my college.
changed, man.
Yeah, if
I
no
feel
one knows
weird.
what we're really referring to, as we were like going down to the studio today, like the underground, we were just talking about college and our
Yes.
perspectives on the whole thing since like what, November.
Talking about the panic attacks we've had about
Yes.
them.
My
Like-
least favorite subject.
Once it gets closer, it's closer to graduation, closer to prom, closer to everything. We're like, oh.
Like my heart is like
In a crazy way. Like, I don't even
like I
know
want
how
to cry. Like I could cry right now, but we're not
crazy.
gonna.
So in case you guys are wondering where we've been working
We've been busy.
Yeah.
on
We've
the
been busy.
job. Okay.
But we're back.
We've been hustling.
Scholarships, yeah.
Scholarships.
Acceptance letters, declining
FAFSA
letters.
when I
Yup,
catch you.
projections,
When we catch you.
We're looking at you, FAFSA.
We're
Oh
looking
my
at you,
God.
FAFSA. That's funny.
Ricky, I catch you, Ricky.
Right.
Evil.
So that's about us, guys. We put out. Oh, that's enough of us. We're just gonna keep on ranting. We did put out a poll to hear about how you guys have been, and we will be reading that poll for us.
yes,
Spring
Jules.
break.
Has it?
Bear, I'm
Yes.
gonna pull it up.
Yes.
Slide.
So, the 4 options. Well, the question was, what are your spring break plans?
Oh.
Okay.
The options were
Cry.
vacation. Okay, that's not much.
Cry.
Chillax, relax. Making money,
Okay.
assuming working, and spring sports.
Okay, so
And so, you guys want to go first, or should we read the
read the results.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Actually, maybe we should give our preference and then read the results.
absolutely.
Okay, so Jules, you wanna go?
Hopefully a little bit of everything. Maybe like
Hopefully.
a day trip here and there to, see family, like drive to the beach, nothing too crazy. I'm not going on the plane anywhere. I'm gonna try to relax, but I don't know how possible that is in the current
Situation.
college state we're in
FAFSA.
right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, get some pro-con lists of all my school options done. Narrow it down a little more, maybe visit a school or two, and just try to figure myself out. Also, I got a job. I'm probably gonna be training for that.
Where?
Gigi's in Milford.
Ooh.
Pizza
What is
place.
that? Oh.
So I'm
I've heard
training.
Wait,
Hopefully I'll get some
you
training in.
give like cute like
This
what
kind of
is
Vibes.
this? Hostess
I try.
vibes.
Guys. Yeah, we'll try. I don't know. I need money back.
Out of all of those, I'd say, well, I always say this when breaks come around, but like I'd say, whatchamacallit, working or like hustle on that grind. Low key, it's more working on the side with a little bit of relaxation for majority of the time. I feel like once that sleep schedule gets jacked up, I'm done and I'm through, so it's all good. But I think, what can I do? I already made my decision on where I'm gonna commit. I haven't committed yet,
Ooh.
but I know where I'm committing.
I
So
always
from-
knew this day would come.
Oh.
Said what?
I actually might make that TikTok for the Instagram.
Yes, do it.
But what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make my college dorm wish list.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
okay. You gotta do that.
Yeah. My whatchamacallit, graduation like dinner plans with my family like after graduation.
Okay.
I'm right now. What have I been doing? Making lists of like dress options for all those senior ceremonies at the end of the year.
Yep.
And like just boosting for class
Gotta give
council,
me a
like senior
nice
class
suit.
council, the events
New
that are
suit.
coming up. I'm on my grind, so probably doing that. So I think out of all of them, working / hustling.
Yeah, so I think I am going to be working.
Getting
My
that money,
boss
getting that
is so
bread.
on top about me like calling out or like anyways. But working, I really am big on the like racking up money before I
Yeah.
go to college because I don't like to depend on like, oh mom, can you buy me this? Mom, I want this. No, I feel like I've always
I
been
want
like
what I want when I want it.
Like
Yeah.
I've always
Demand it.
been taught like to work for what I want, and like my parents are already gonna be helping with school, so I'm like, I'm gonna feel like a
They wanna
brat if
add
I
more
like,
onto
mom,
their-
I want this jacket. No,
At
I'm
the
gonna buy it
moment.
myself.
Right.
Working and then probably try to relax. I'll try. And
relax.
yeah, I'm
She's
gonna
not gonna
have to
relax.
probably go see some colleges too. And of course, I'm gonna be in the gym.
Getting that grind.
Getting that, being
That
on that
bread and the
grind.
grind.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That's basically probably just what I'm gonna do. What about you, Baram?
I mean, probably the combination of all. What
Yeah.
you guys said, like working.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in
Gonna make
volleyball,
some
right?
money. Yes, we got spring sports.
Woo.
Got like 4 or 5 different games.
First win, by the way.
Thank you.
Home
like
game
it.
And a
win.
loss. That's
And a
all right.
loss? You
And
won?
we lost yesterday.
Oh,
That's all right.
okay.
It was
It's
close.
okay.
Close
You
game.
won your first home game. That's
Absolutely.
like huge.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Visiting colleges. You just gave me the idea of making the list for the dorm,
Yeah.
so I got to do that.
When honestly, it's so crazy because when I was a freshman, thinking about like college and stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have this done, this done, this done, girl.
And then it's nothing
The
done.
real
Freshman.
question is, let's say, okay, you're going out of state. Are you gonna buy your stuff for the dorm here and
Oh
like
my
U-Haul it
God.
over? Or are you buying it over there?
Probably
I think
haul
it's
over.
gonna be both. So like you haul most of the stuff over, but like certain things like decorations, because I don't know what the dorm's
Yeah.
actually gonna look like,
Yes.
or like some dimensions. So like, yeah.
Okay, that's
But
always
that's
not
my
a lot of
answer.
relaxing.
Yeah.
Not for
No.
me. Probably not.
All you freshmen that think you have this list of things you're gonna have figured out
Start
by
them
like junior
soon.
year,
You're
you
not.
should start it, but you're probably not gonna.
Gonna
You're gonna have
have
a plan and don't take it to heart if it doesn't
Doesn't work
stick
out.
Yeah,
because
like if
things
this-
take
What's for you is
turns
for you.
so fast,
Yeah.
good ways and bad ways. But you just
What's
have to
for
make
you
the
is
best
for
of
you.
it, honestly.
Okay,
And don't
continue.
get in your head about it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
continue, Baron.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, that's really it. Not a lot of relaxing. Spring sports, gonna work. Probably spend time with my friends.
Okay.
Hang out, go to the
Hi.
beach. Maybe
Figure
a
out
day.
who you're taking to prom.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Feel like a little solo trip, maybe. But we'll
Maybe
see.
a lot of people this year are going by themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But like
There's
my friends are gonna go
Jules,
with
are you
people.
going by yourself?
I am.
Yes, are you kidding
Slay.
me? With my friends.
We're also.
I'm not trying to.
But there's nothing wrong.
I'm not
with
trying to
me.
third wheel with my friends, but we'll see.
They're really.
How about you guys? Any prom ideas?
No.
Any prom dates? You got your dresses?
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I got my dress.
I'm actually not. Ooh, should I say this? But I'm not going to school tomorrow to go prom dress shopping.
Ooh.
Because the dress
Medical
I got, it was perfect. But one thing about me is I'm an online shopper. So with online
Oh.
shopping, there's many different
You
things
have
that can
to-
go wrong,
yes.
Yes.
shipping, all that stuff. Last year, my junior ring prom dress, I got that off. Some would say a fishy website. I would say just a website with like different reviews. But it was bomb, and this time it bombed.
Was it this guy?
I looked in
It
the
wasn't
bag.
that bad, guys.
Honey, it was fine, but it just wasn't what.
Like it
She was
was bad.
expecting.
It was bad compared to the picture they had compared it with, like what it was supposed
Yes.
to look like.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have a reference picture, then it'd just
would
be
be
like,
just-
okay,
okay.
like
It's
we can
hard
work
to
with
shop
this.
online for clothes.
Yeah,
This really is.
It's very
It is.
hard, but I looked at the bag and I already knew. Like I was like, what the hell is this?
But
Was it Lucy in the Sky?
No,
No.
It was. I don't even remember the site. That's what's
Oh,
crazy.
I think that was your first red flag.
Okay. That's a learning
You're
lesson.
good.
From
I'm
now
like,
on, you know,
yeah,
go to
right.
trusted websites.
At least you got your money back.
Yeah,
That's really
Yeah.
important.
Oh,
they took off 10%. So
Oh,
okay.
yeah, it's not that bad, but like
That's
still.
like
well, there are
20,
numbers.
it's like
yeah,
20,
20,
30.
yeah. Okay. What did the audience have to say? What was the winning
Okay.
vote?
So, with the most votes was spring sports.
Oh,
Okay, we
Our
got some
athletes in the school.
athletes. Our viewers are athletes.
Second was vacation.
Oh, I wish.
Then
y'all
third
got
was
money.
money. Then making money was the third one.
Okay.
And last one
Okay.
was relax.
That's crazy.
I feel like the
Wow.
making money one is probably low on the list because maybe our audience is just
That's probably
maybe like
upperclassmen,
more.
not gonna lie.
Don't
No,
have jobs?
probably underclassmen.
Making money?
Right.
Because they
No,
don't have
oh, I'm
jobs.
no, I'm talking about our audience. is Probably
Okay, yeah, yeah.
underclassmen.
Or
Yeah,
they got
probably.
those rich parents.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So, yeah, that's why probably.
Probably.
I'm honestly surprised by spring sports because, okay, Madison Lore, in sophomore year, me and my friends, we were like, all decided to do outdoor track.
Yes, ma'am.
I have the sweatshirt and everything. I did it for like 2.5 weeks. I had to go on like a college tour because I was talking to you guys. Like sophomore underclassmen years, I was part of like a college tour program. So we just take a bus and like go all throughout the East Coast. So I've been to like lots of different colleges before my senior year. But I had that trip. So when you go on trips and you're doing a sport, think of how lazy and out of the routine you're getting once you go on that trip.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I, all of a sudden, like from going, and I saw the benefits of doing track, like all the exercise.
Yeah.
And then I came out of the exercise, eating junk food every day.
Yeah.
They go back
sleeping
into it.
in,
is
Trying to treat
And then I
yourself.
tried to go back into it, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then I got like so anxious because I'm not an athletic person. I was in it for the exercise, but I'm just not an athletic, like performing person, and I
Yeah.
like performing well on things
Right.
as you all know.
Yes, I
Yes.
agree.
And
with
I
that.
don't want to be like, oh, quit when you don't do this right.
Yeah.
But I got so anxious before the first meet. No, technically it was the second meet because I missed the first meet. I got so anxious before the second meet, which was my first meet, just because of like how much out of shape I was
Yeah.
from the trip, and then like coming back.
It's
So I quit right there.
The track meets are like nerve-wracking.
You could have stayed as
Even swim
manager.
meets are more
no.
nerve-wracking.
I could have, and I just didn't think about it because I was just like, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we grow and we
Yeah,
learn.
absolutely.
And on top of that, I feel like most people in sports, I don't know how y'all do it in general.
gosh.
Because honestly, I saw the like benefits for my physical, but my mental, I was so
That's out of the window.
tired.
Right.
Doing
I'm
what
exhausted
I
right now.
do and like where I excel in like class and like academics, plus having like wanting to drive to excel in like a sport, I was like,
You become like an athlete student. It's not a student athlete anymore.
a student
Right.
It's an
athlete.
athlete student.
Right.
Like volleyball, we have 20 games this season. We have a game tomorrow, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, 3
Oh my
games back to back to back.
But I think it's good for like
This-
seniors because you.
You know,
I
it's,
mean,
I love it.
yeah.
But like in general, like it takes a lot of time.
When I was like a freshman sophomore doing soccer volleyball, bro, it was like
It was
it
time
was
consuming.
it was a lot because I mean, like we said, like I feel like all of us have always been like a step ahead of in our classes. We've been taking harder classes,
Mm-hmm.
so I would get home at like 8, and I'd still have to do like a whole paper. I had to shower, eat.
I was
ton, bro.
working
And then-
too.
It
So
yeah.
I go back to back. And back to back is usually fine, but when you're exercising and you're tired
Your
from
soul, your body's
exercise,
tired.
Yeah.
and
Your
then you
body's
go
tired.
somewhere else, I was like,
You just don't perform that well in your school.
yes.
And it's hard for people like us.
I feel like for me, I had a like not to brag or anything. I was pretty good at soccer.
Yeah.
bragging.
I'm bragging, anyways. But I had to pick and
Below
choose.
flex.
Like, is soccer what I wanted to do, or like did I want to like stick to my academics?
Walk in,
Like
yeah.
whoever does everything, give me your game card
No,
because
seriously.
Batuli.
Batuli
Yup.
especially because
Yeah.
I feel
Oh my
like
gosh.
most student athletes that are good in school, they don't do like the best they could because of the sport and like the time they
Right.
take
Yeah.
away from. Because you with multiple things that you have to juggle, you have to balance it.
Yeah.
So like
That's true.
even like having a job or like having extracurriculars, I see the way like if you wiped out all your extracurriculars, all your jobs, all your sports, what would your grades look like? They'd look better than what they
Yeah.
would now,
Right.
wouldn't they?
But then I
Because
look
you're
at
not
it-
stretching your time
Right,
out. But
right.
looking at Batuliana, honey,
Yeah.
game card.
Game her.
And
Game
in
her.
past years, like look at like Dominic, who was last year's valedictorian or
Yeah.
salutatorian.
Yeah.
And then like
Wow.
Michael Perry and like
They've all played like
Lydia.
soccer.
they were all like
Athletes.
athletes and like
Me your game card. I've
Seriously.
tried the athlete thing. I hated it. One thing I
It's
will
fun
say
though.
though,
I'm not gonna lie.
okay,
I'm
one
enjoying
thing I
volleyball.
will say
Right.
though, like on top of like having an extra schedule of things you have to do, I give myself a little more leniency because I was in marching band.
yeah.
So
and
I'm
that-
like,
That takes
that-
time.
I don't know how y'all
No,
do
that
it.
takes time.
I do not know how
so
you do
that's. I don't know if it's more or less time. I think it's about the same. But
I
it's
used
the-
to hear that like you guys would be here till like
Honey,
8 at
it.
night.
Here,
Yeah.
it's an
I was
insane
like,
schedule.
the competition days were
Uh,
crazy.
I'm in bed by 9. What are you talking about?
The competition days were crazy, and our practices were like late at night. So like
Yes.
they were what 5:45 to 9.
Sometimes it's 5 to 9, and then
Yeah.
Saturday you come here like
Yeah,
sometimes
early
9
in the
to like
morning,
10.
You
It's
come
crazy.
on Saturday competitions early in the morning,
Yes.
and then by the end of the competition on the bus back, the latest I've ever been for band was like 11.
11, yeah.
Yeah, 11 p.m.
Oh,
This is crazy because I'm doing indoor drumline
Yeah.
right now. I'm doing
My gosh.
volleyball, and I got all my AP classes and all the stuff I have to take care of.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
like when
Sorry,
I
Kay.
talk about the marching band season, I'm like, I actually do have a little game card.
Hell yeah.
'Cause on top of that, you gotta pay band fees.
Oh my god.
Yes, ma'am.
Man,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
gotta pay all my band fees before prom tickets
Yeah.
next week.
I gotta finish that. this week.
OMG.
Technically this week when they airs,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. And while we're on the topic of student athletes, we have a very special interview this week. We
Yes, we
have,
do.
I'm just gonna, wait for you guys to see. They need no introduction. You will see.
Zero introduction.
Zero introduction. We have so much respect for our student athletes and our artists and our musicians, our performers.
Everybody.
Everybody,
I took my hat. I
you
took my
can
hat.
try the best you can, and the best you can is good enough. And like I think that our athletes really embody that. That they do their best,
Yeah.
and their best
Give
is
me your game card.
Card.
Right
Seriously.
now.
Cheat code.
But
down below. Well, we're gonna just hand it over.
hand it over, guys.
And we are so excited for you guys to see this.
We missed
This
you
is
guys
wonderful.
so
Yes.
much.
Thank you guys.
Welcome back, Bulldogs, to a new episode. It's been a long time, but we are back and strong.
And
What do you
we're
got, Kev?
back with two of the best athletes in Connecticut, in my opinion.
Yes, sir.
We're back with Jordan Rickets and Jordan
Jordan
Pierce.
Pierce.
How you guys doing?
How you guys doing, sir?
Good.
So if you guys don't know, they just won the state championship. So congrats to them.
Thank you.
Amazing job out there.
So let's start with the questions. Let's go right away. So first question for both Jordans. Give us a rundown of the last few minutes of the game. Because as we know, you guys were losing for like 2, and it was really complicated. How was that going in your head?
Being down at the end of the game after being up the whole entire game, it was a little stressful, especially because myself, and him, we were both getting denied, and we couldn't have the ball in our hands, so we put our trust in our teammates to help us win the game, and they got it done, really. And then me and him just sealed it for it all, and we got it done.
Yeah. Job done.
All right. Darren?
So this is going for like college and after high school plans.
Yeah.
So I know you're a senior.
Yeah.
You got any plans after high school? Continue playing basketball, perhaps, or?
Yeah. I'm looking to play college basketball. I have a few colleges I'm talking to right now, and that's what I'm looking to do after school.
I see. And Jordan Pierce, JP.
Yeah.
You have one more year, as we know, junior year. You looking forward for next season? You think it's gonna be good? Another state championship, perhaps?
Absolutely, we have a chance too.
Any hopes?
So
I think
we
we
definitely
do.
have a chance. So
You have a lot of juniors too.
Yeah, very excited.
That's amazing.
They gonna get it done.
So, coming up as the underdogs, because last year was a really good season. Unfortunately, it didn't go as how you guys wanted.
Yeah.
How was the practices going throughout the season?
Preparation.
Yes.
Practices, they were a lot more like physical and like more active than the year before, because like we had an expectation and a goal, and we were trying to complete the goal. So like our coach would like get on us a lot more often than he would the year before. More of us while playing.
Yeah.
That's good.
Was it like tough conditioning? It was everyday practice, right?
Yeah.
So like run like simple drills over and over and over.
Yeah.
I know
Nice.
both of you guys spent a lot of hours during off season, and it paid off.
Yeah.
That's like really good. So
Do you guys do like teams off season? Are you part of teams?
Like AAU?
Travel teams or?
Oh yeah,
Hey.
AAU, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you like that? You enjoy it more than like? Do you enjoy like AAU teams or
what's better?
vanilla
Like, not
teams?
better,
In your
but like
opinion.
what's more competitive, high school or AAU? Realistically.
I would say AAU.
Yeah. Hey, because
Yeah.
it's like a bunch of kids from different schools competing on the same team
Just trying to get
against
the spot.
another team.
I see.
So that's like in the state, or you guys like travel sometimes out of state, or
We
Out
go
of state.
far. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's like the farthest you've gone for a state game?
For a tournament.
For
Or
like
game.
AAU?
We've been to Pittsburgh, PA. We went together actually.
Yeah.
Not on the same team, but we were there
Okay,
together.
Ask.
Furthest I've been was I think Ohio. Yeah,
God.
Ohio.
Oh,
That's Steve. That's like
That's
in the middle of the country.
That's fire, bro.
That's far.
That's fire, though.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the life of an athlete?
Of course.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
We all know you won. You know, you got the medals. Everyone's
Yeah.
posting on Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
everyone. How did it feel coming back? Was it like, of course, like prideful, but how did it feel coming back to school after you won the state championships? Well, at the pep rally too. Like, how you know, any emotions, any?
It felt very very emotional. He was crying after the game.
Really?
Um,
amazing.
had a few tears after the game, but it was just like we didn't just win it for ourselves. We won it for the school, the whole Stratford community, and we really brought something big back to the school. And we felt like that was a big thing that we did, and our school helped us get there. The dog pound, seeing Kevin there, it really helped us out a lot with all the energy. And we hope we did something really big for the school, and we hope that, and I hope that next year they can do it again, and we can just keep.
I think you guys can. Well, JP.
Yeah.
they
There's
really can.
I
big
believe.
potential. Like even with the freshmen, it's like I was talking to the freshmen, they have good potential.
We have a good
for-
team, bro.
Yeah, like good
Yeah.
team. Good
Really good
freshman
team.
team.
Yeah.
Sophomore's good.
Like, I don't
It's
usually
gonna
watch.
keep going throughout the years.
I don't usually
Yeah.
watch too many like sport games, perhaps.
Yeah.
But I went to, especially against Stratford High.
Mhm.
But y'all
Yeah.
cooked those boys.
Yeah.
Y'all cooked them.
To kick those
But like no, the
boys.
passing was on point. Like this, that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Like
Shout out to
I was
Coach.
impressed. I was hella impressed.
Coach was really
It was
good.
fire, bro.
The Stratford-Bunnell rivalry is like just as strong in basketball, or is it more like football? Like, or how would you say it is?
I feel like
They
Yeah,
got cooked
I
in
think
both teams. Let's be honest.
Honestly,
Yeah, I feel
I
like
think it's like
basketball.
stronger. I would say it's stronger in football because like you get away with like a lot more stuff in football than you do in basketball.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
49-0.
Yeah.
So you're
Twice. All right.
I was just saying, putting it out there.
Next question. Give us some words of wisdom that your coach gave you guys throughout the game, the final.
So at halftime, he came in the locker room. He said, don't get too high, don't get too low, because anything can happen. Basketball is a game of runs.
Yep.
And like everybody, like we all knew what that meant. Like we were just trying to finish the game.
A quote that you guys like you have in your head, or like in your room or somewhere or something on your phone, like just a quote, like favorite quote you guys repeat once you're down, once you're
I have
struggling.
one from Michael Jordan. You miss 100% of the shots that you do not take.
I love it.
Exactly.
And I feel like me and him stand by that a lot because we do take the majority of shots on the team.
All the shots.
Well, Jordan. Oh, sorry for that. Jordan Rickets got MVP of the final, and I knew about that, but I feel like Jordan Pierce should have won that too. Because oh my god, like last game I heard 30. How much points did he try?
Yeah, 30.
Like 30. That's really impressive.
Yeah.
So, congrats to them again.
Thank you.
So, played the Mohegan Sun. Going to the Sun. We went to the Sun.
Yeah, we went to the Sun.
How did it feel playing on a bigger level court, perhaps? Or like a lot of people, I saw it was kind of busy.
Mohegan Sun, it's a complete different experience. Like you go to Bunnell, you go to like all these different schools. It's like just the atmosphere is different in Mohegan, because like you could look up and you could see the lights, like and they're bright, but the ceiling is far.
Yeah.
And there's cameras.
Cameras are everywhere.
Like, during warm-ups, I wasn't trying to miss because I wasn't trying to
All the cameras in your face. It was an experience, a great experience that a lot of people don't get to experience in their high school careers. But we can say we've done it before we got to experience that.
You get to do it, absolutely.
They say bad warm-up equals good game
Yeah.
sometimes. But good warm-up. You had a good warm-up, so we saw what they did.
Yeah.
So, last question for me. How long have you guys been playing basketball? Like, age? Like, what age did you guys start playing?
I've been playing basketball since I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because
4 or 5.
we come from basketball families. Like our parents play basketball. I've been playing against him since we were like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I've always played against him. And then middle school, we went to the same middle school and we played together. And ever since then, we've been playing together. But it's been great playing with him, playing against him. He really gets me better because of how good he is. And I feel like we compete a lot. We talk a lot of trash to each other just because we're both really good basketball players. And I feel like it's only up for him and for me. It was a great experience to play with him and to compete against him in practice every day because he's such a talented basketball player.
Who wins? Stop playing.
I win.
The Jordans win. What about you, JP? Same age?
Yeah, 4 or 5. My pops and my grandfather both got state chips. And
Look, you
Yeah.
joined. You joined.
It's 3-year
The
generation.
legacy.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's always like good to like compete, like have a good competition. Some people take it too far, a little bit like rivalry. You guys like have that like nice competition.
The fun with you guys.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you
Enjoy
guys
it.
like know each other, been playing since middle school. You guys have like that chemistry between you guys.
Yeah.
That's what like brought us to Chip, honestly.
Yeah,
Like all
it
the
really is.
bonding and everything.
So wait, after you guys like met each other and like going to some school, playing the same high school team, did you guys face each other outside of high school?
It was like a few times during the AAU.
Yeah, we
How did that
against
feel?
each other.
It was like
It's fun.
it was fun because like we knew what we was gonna do.
Yeah.
JP, where did your family members win their state championships?
I don't know about my grandfather, but my dad won it at Hardin. He has 2 at Hardin.
Too, wow.
Yeah.
And Jordan, what is it like having, there's 2 Ricketts
I was
brothers
gonna ask,
on
yeah.
the team, right?
Yeah.
So it's 3 Ricketts in total,
Mhm.
right? What is that like? I know you
Playing with your
touched on
brothers.
playing with your brother, but do you feel like being brothers with someone that you're on the court with helps your playing? Or do you have like a twin telepathy?
Yeah, it's great because we've been playing with each other all our lives. Going to watch, like my dad used to be a coach, so like watching him coach, and he used to coach us, giving us words of wisdom, and us just using that together on one court. it was really special to watch. Missing Michael for a majority of the season,
Unfortunately.
it was really heartbreaking at first, but he was always there every step of the way on the bench with us, and just he gave us words of wisdom.
He got everyone hyped.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Like
The
did.
dog pound, we saw him get up every shot they made.
Yeah.
Like with the hype.
He was our hype man, and having him back was great. We all got to play together in the state championship, and I feel like my dad watching us, he even got a little emotional, and that was
Man,
the first
that
time
has to
I
be
seen him
proud.
cry.
That's so
Proud
Yeah.
dad moment right there.
And
So cool.
it was really nice.
Your whole
So
family was there supporting and everything.
Yeah,
wasn't
my
it?
mom
Yeah,
yelling
that's
from the
lovely, bro.
stands. Huh.
Oh yeah.
So I have one question on my own. If you guys have to tell younger kids about basketball, what would be one word you guys would describe basketball in your opinion? Tell the kids oh, this is basketball for me.
You wanna
One
go?
word.
You wanna go?
One word. I'll say.
Or any learning
phrase.
experience,
Like a quote or something.
like a quote or something that you guys have with something basketball taught you throughout your life.
Takeaway, yeah.
A takeaway? Oh, alright. I would say always have a schedule and be disciplined to it.
Yeah. Yep. Stand by with what you're working with. Don't let your friends distract you from where you're going, and just keep working. Stay disciplined, like you said.
Yeah, that's the goal, for every athlete. Keep working, being dedicated to your sport. There's a lot of distraction, but sometimes if you just push that distractions away, you're gonna have the benefits in the future. And so they got the benefits, as you guys saw, championship, and the dog pound was there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people from what school was it? From
Lewis Mills.
Lewis
Yeah, there's a lot of people. It was packed.
Yeah, it was
But,
back,
yes.
Yeah.
No one's beating the dog pound.
But who won though?
Yeah, no one's beating the dog pound.
That's all that
Less
matters.
heads, but we're allowed. We know we're allowed because they heard us. So.
Yeah.
I have a special guest question, Mr. Koch is
Mr.
gonna
Koch
jump
in the house.
It's something
Mr.
I always
Koch.
wanted to know. And I've never been part of something like that myself. But with March Madness happening right now, it's a perfect question, I think, for both of you. So we'll take with Jordan Rickets first. When the game is on the line,
Yeah.
and you've got those moments, you've got to be feeling it. You're nervous, you're excited. So take us through the very, very end when it's literally in doubt, and what do you draw from at that moment? You talked about your teammates,
Yeah.
but what do you do at that moment that kind of pushes you through? Because one team's gonna win, and one team's gonna
One
lose.
team's gonna lose,
You're both positioned to go either way.
Yeah.
So we'll start with you. What is it that you personally, aside from just depending on your teammates, what do you do mentally to kind of, in a timeout or whatever, you've got seconds or under a minute left, what do you do?
I like to catch my breath a little bit, take deep breath in, and exhale. And I like to just relax my body and just get my mind just zone into the game like I have been doing all game. I make myself think that this is just how the beginning of the game was. Nerves are up. Everything can go any way. It doesn't matter which way it could go, whether you're up 20, whether you're down 20. Just play the scoreboard doesn't even matter. Just play as hard as you can. And as the time was winding down and we were losing at the time, I was just offensively, they wouldn't let me, I couldn't even get the ball. They wouldn't even let me get the ball. So I was defensively, we really have to step up. And I made that known to my teammates in the huddle. I was come on, guys, we got to step it up on defense. And I feel we really did that. And I did my part on defense, and we sealed the game. We got it done.
So more nervous or more excited or a 50-50?
It was a 50-50.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Must be.
Jordan?
Me, I really tell myself because I don't really have nerves most of the time. It's during the beginning of the game, but after
Shakes off.
yeah, after the first 3 minutes, I'm calm. So if we're during the game, I'll just tell myself, all right, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. Just trying to get myself just attacking the basket, because during the game I wasn't really shooting the ball, and at the end of the game, I just had faith. I'm not gonna lie. I knew we were gonna win. It's just I was having a bad
I
game.
love that. I love that.
That was
I
Jordan
love
throughout
that.
the season. We have class with Miss Miller, and Miss Miller would be who are you guys playing? And he would be like, for example, Newtown or Brookfield. And she's like, are you guys winning? He's like, absolutely. Like every time.
Of course, yeah.
But you
gotta have that faith in yourself.
Yeah, so, yeah. Well, that's all for today's episode.
Yes.
We're back, we're stronger, and I hope you guys listen to this episode.
Thank you very much.
And
Just
thank
again,
you guys for coming.
how many state championships has Robert High won?
Oh, we don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
It seems like blue. It's blue. All right.
When was the last
I'm
one?
joking.
All right, guys. Thank
All right.
you for
Thank
watching.
you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bulldog Underground is an original Frank Scott Bennell production, and all thoughts and opinions are expressly those of the participants. The title theme, Beneath the Pipes, was arranged and recorded by G. James Miller at Frank Scott Bennell High School. This episode was made and produced by Julia Murphy and may not be copied or duplicated without authorized consent.